these crafty creations and DIYs. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I am tickled pink because today I'm going to be participating in the Try It Tuesday Challenge. Try It Tuesday Challenge is where we take other creators' creations and we make them our own and put our own little spin on it. I've been working on these all week. I'm super excited about it. Guys, today it's like 90 degrees already and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. It's getting really warm here in Tennessee really quick. And I love summertime. We're just blessed to be alive, guys. Hey, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, hit that little red subscribe button down below and subscribe. What are you waiting for? There's plenty of room here on my channel. We have a lot of love, laughs, and DIYs here on my channel. And I like to do a lot of giveaways to show my appreciation for you guys. But without further ado, let's jump into these DIYs so you can see what I've been creating for you all week. Shall we? Welcome to my channel, guys. We're going to start off with DIY number 1. My first inspiration is these paperback books with a photo on the spine of them from Julie's Designs and Signs. I've got 3 paperback books that I took the spines off of. And the picture that I chose was that buffalo that has been a very popular picture that everybody's been loving lately. You simply glue those 3 books together, and you're not going to use the spine, but the pages actually. You put your Mod Podge on, and you put a very good coat of Mod Podge on. You don't want to absolutely saturate it, but you do want to have a really good coat. And like I said, all you do is just print these off on the printer. You lay it down in the spot that you want it, and you press it down. Now, if you don't get it exactly where you want it when you first start off, you have a few moments just to get it totally the way you need it there. Then you use your hand and kind of rub over it really well. Make sure you get all the wrinkly spots out of it. And I just kind of used my fingers and ran along each book. You know, like there's 3 books, so I ran along the corners of those books. You press it down, and then you let it absolutely, completely dry. I set mine aside, and I let it dry for probably about 2 hours. And it's probably best to do it overnight, but as long as it's totally dry. Your next step will be to take a sharp X-Acto knife, and you're going to cut all of the edges off. Any part that does not belong on there anymore, you're going to cut it off. And be careful and make sure that it is absolutely dry, because if not, it's not going to cut well. It's going to tear and it's going to give you some problems. But as long as it's totally dry, you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. If you need to, use your scissors to cut also. Then you're going to take your X-Acto knife, and you're going to go along the edges where each of those books stop. You know, where the books stop, you just cut right there. And then I just kind of put a little bit more Mod Podge right there and ran over it with my finger, just to make sure that it's down in those cracks really good. And you actually kind of use your finger and kind of push those cracks down to make sure that they're totally kind of like, you know, down inside, and there's nothing sticking out, and all the edges are totally sealed and closed really well. And then you're going to go and add a good layer of Mod Podge over the top. You don't want to saturate it. You just want it to get really good. And then I did around all the edges also once again, just to make sure that everything is good and totally sealed up. Now, some people don't mind for that top to have words on it, but if you don't want that, you just cover it up. And I took my chiffon cream from Rust-Oleum, and what I'm going to do is just go over the parts at the top that have the wording. And I wanted it to look old, so I did not do like a full coat. I just kind of did like a little wishy-washy kind of, you know, brushed over the top of it, because I wanted it to look like it was old and distressed. I also did little wishy-washy coats on the spine and on the sides so that all the coloration would kind of match up. I hope everyone has had a lovely week, a blessed week. I've been very busy getting my craft room together, my new craft room, and putting everything in there. And I'm going to show you some pictures at the end of the video. So when you get all that completed, I just took my jute twine from the Dollar Tree and I wrapped it around roughly about 10 times and then just tied that off. Then I took some of the jute twine and tied just a regular shoestring bow, and I set that to the side. And I'm going to use some of these mixed berries is what they're called, and it comes from Walmart. Berry mix, I'm sorry. It comes from Walmart for like, I think $1 a bundle. It's not very expensive. I just simply take 2 sprigs off and put them back to back, and I took a tie wrap and wrapped them together. And then I'm just going to glue that down on the top. Then I simply just glue my little shoestring bow to the top, and it's that simple, guys, and it turned out beautiful. I think these are gorgeous.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.
Try It Tuesday is a playlist that has a lot of awesome DIYers in it. It is hosted by Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs. Isn't she cute? Guys, if y'all don't know who Sammy is, you need to find out. I'm going to leave the link to her channel in the description box below. And Sammy's co-host is going to be Rebecca Virginia DIY. She's a little bit new to the scene like myself. She has some awesome DIYs. I really enjoy her channel. And guys, I'm going to leave the link for the playlist and Sammy's channel and Rebecca's channel in the links below. And we're rolling right into DIY number 2. I was inspired from Wendy at White Sparrow Living. This is the wreath that she made, and it is one of those embroidery hoop wreaths that I absolutely love. Let's see what I can do. So I took my embroidery hoop, opened it up, and I'm going to give it a good coat with this Waverly Antique Wax. And at first I was using my paintbrush, but it was so much easier just to wipe it on with a rag, and then I just slightly wiped it off because I wanted it to have a little bit of a darker color. Some parts of this wreath are not going to show, but I went ahead and just stained all of it because it wasn't that much more to have to do. And instead of using the burlap to go across it, I wanted to use some lace. I wanted to have a very simple, sweet, very girly type wreath, and I cut maybe about 6 inches off of each 2 pieces of this lace that I have that burlapfabric.com sent me. You just put it on the bottom part of the wreath, and then you put the outer layer back on and make sure that it's down tight, and you close it and you screw it back together. I got this sign from Hobby Lobby, and it was originally $4.99, so I got it for $2.50 when it was half off. It says "Count Your Blessings," and it is in their woodpile collection at Hobby Lobby. I absolutely think that this is gorgeous. I'm going to use Waverly's white, and I didn't want a full coat actually on this. What I did was kind of a distressing motion. I very lightly went over it in some spots, and in some spots I went a little heavier, and I made it look like it was distressed because I wanted it to look old, and I still wanted some of the original light wood color to come through. Then I used some of my mineral from Waverly, and I'm going to further distress it with this and make it look even more vintage. And with the mineral, I did it just like I did the white. In some spots I went a little heavier, in some spots I went a little lighter, and it turned out to be gorgeous and looked very vintage and just sweet and girly and shabby chic, exactly what I wanted. Then I simply just cut off the excess from the back of the hoop, and then I just hot glued the Count Your Blessings sign to the front. I got these peonies off of Amazon, and I will link them in the description box below in case you want them. I just cut off 3 of the peonies and a sprig of the baby's breath that it had on there. And I'm going to put 1 at the top. And what I did was basically just hot glued it on there. I cut it off at the bottom of the flower, and I hot glued 1 to the top and 2 to the bottom. I like to use those cable ties that I get from the Dollar Tree, the plastic things to put my florals on whenever I can, because it makes it so much easier. It's these things that I'm putting on here. You don't have to use so much glue on your florals, and it just works better. Isn't this gorgeous? It's so girly and shabby chic, just what I wanted.
You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you.
The third DIY is going to come from Leonette over at DIY Beauty on Purpose. She is absolutely one of my most favorite DIYers in the world, and she's very sweet too. This is one of her wedding pictures that she put on a frame, and she used the paint stir sticks for the background, but I had another idea. So I took one of the 8x10 canvases from Dollar Tree. I opened it up and then I cut off the back. I just cut it with my X-Acto knife and I take all the canvas off. I have some self-made stain and all it is black chalkboard paint, and I add a lot of water to it and I just ran it all around this frame, and then I used a baby wipe to wipe it on, and I got a light blackish gray color. Then I dried it off real good. I'm going to use straws, y'all, for the background instead of the paint stir sticks. So what I did was I took these straws that I got from Ollie's. They're gorgeous. They are black and white, and they're really good quality straws, so they're kind of hard, even though they're made from paper. And all I did was just put my glue down and put my straws. I went all the way up this with the straws. These straws are black and white, and they have like a geometric pattern on them. They're really gorgeous. And this is what it looks like when I have it totally covered up to the top with the straws. I took one of those small clothespins just like she did, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of my frame. I sized my picture and I needed to cut it down a little bit, so I cut it down, put it on the little clothespin. I'm going to use this berry mix again from Walmart, and then I just cut off a small simple piece. She used a very light, clean, fresh looking bouquet, and that's exactly what I did. I cut it the same as she did. I took some jute twine and I'm going to tie it through the frame just like she tied hers on. Then once I had the bouquet where I wanted it and in place, I took just a simple shoestring jute twine bow, and I'm going to stick it at the bottom of the bouquet. I had picked up from Hobby Lobby these little phrases and words, and this one said, "Less attitude, more gratitude," and I thought that was cute. So I'm going to add that to the top because I felt like it still needed something, and I thought it was cute to kind of catty corner it, you know what I mean, instead of just going straight up and down. And here's my picture, guys. It was very simple and gorgeous. Look how pretty these straws are. You would never guess that those are straws.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight.
Here on my channel, like I said, we love each other. We are a very loving community, and we have a blessings box that I add prayer requests in. If anybody has any prayer requests, you can leave them in the comments below or email me.
You're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night,
Well, we're here at the end of the video already, guys, and this is the part I always hate. I hate to have to part from you guys. Just remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed, to hit that little button and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to leave you with just a few pictures here and a short video so I can show you the progress on my craft studio. We're almost there. Almost ready to move in. And guys, don't forget to go and check out the playlist and see everyone else's creations on Try It Tuesday. All right, here we are. I just came in the door, and I think you guys, no, I haven't showed you yet. I put up my lights. These are my lights that are gonna be up over my desk. My desk, of course, is gonna go all the way along this wall right here. I've got a little temporary desk, just a little small desk sitting here, but my desk is actually gonna go from right here down to about right here, and it's going to come all the way around the corner, and it's going to stop right there at my air conditioning unit. And I've got my lights up, my fans on, all that part's done. We've got the trim down. Now, we did not decide on, remember I had told you guys we had actually put down barnwood, because we were thinking right here on the trim that we were going to put down this barnwood, because it kind of had a farm, the whole thing is like a farmhouse feel thing. So, but it didn't look as good. So we just put down regular trim. And we've got some of my shelving up right now. We're going to have, all of these are going to be filled with these bins. And these are those bins, y'all, that I got from the Dollar Tree. And they're great old big bins. So each shelf holds 6 of them. So I'm going to have 24 bins right here just full of stuff. And I wanted to show, this is honestly my favorite little piece. I got this kind of just for this craft studio. I thought this was the cutest shelf I've ever seen in my life. It's a little house, and right here I'm going to put flowers in the side of it, and I just think that's just the sweetest thing I've ever seen. But we've got the trim down. So pretty much all that's left to do now is to finish putting up my shelving, which is going to go all the way down through here. This wall is going to have some storage, and this wall is going to have some storage, like this area right here and right here will have storage. Thank y'all again for watching my video. My next one will be out on Thursday, and I appreciate every one of y'all. Have a good day.